one wants to Viva Mexico in Mexico, is what these racists are saying in my
It's not
comments.
racist. It's
right
true.
Now we're protesting cruelty, raids, unjust policies, broken families.
What is the unjust policy here? Because as far as I'm understanding, the law hasn't changed. The immigration law is still the same. The only thing that's changed is that it is now being applied. That is the only thing that changed. So there has been no actual unjust policy applicated or I'm sorry, not applicated, but implemented by Trump. He's just applying the law. The law that's on the books, that's been on the books. I mean, deportation didn't start with Trump. Illegal immigration has been a huge problem in the U.S. for a long time. Did we not forget that a bunch of illegal immigrants back when Ronald Reagan was president actually got amnestied? So what unjust families? The raids, they're only raiding because of your sanctuary cities, your sanctuary policies. All Tom Homan has said, has always said, cooperate with us, give us your illegal aliens, the criminals in jail, and we won't have to go into the communities. But since the politicians in your cities would rather defend the criminals, because that's what Democrats do, they defend criminals, they support criminality, they rather put at risk the general public. And now you got ICE coming into your towns and doing raids because your politicians are putting your people at risk, because your politicians don't want to help get the criminals. And now, again, I'm not talking about your regular illegal immigrant who's working in a fruit stand selling fruit. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people in the jails who have committed a crime. The politicians are defending those illegal immigrants. And so the community pays.
Y'all think it's funny to say that we're just waving a flag for a country that nobody wants to live in? You guys are just cruel and ignorant. Let's talk about why so many people left. The U.S. didn't just watch Mexico struggle. They actively destabilized.
Yeah.
Intervened.
So it's always the U.S.'s fault for some reason. There's never any accountability, any agency on any other part, on any other party. The only one that's always to blame is the United States. Whose fault is it that Mexico has the problem it has today? Let me give you a perfect example, because I know this is hot. This is a hot topic too. It's a lot on the news. El Salvador used to be the murder capital of the world, the most, or one of the most dangerous countries on the planet. It's basically impossible to go there. One president got elected and said, no more. We're not going to do this. And now El Salvador is one of the safest countries on the planet. So if El Salvador can do it, can get rid of its crime problem, can do all the things to better society for their citizens and make it safe for them, why can't any other country? Regardless of its past, right? At what point does Mexico take agency for the problem it has? The Mexican president is literally bought and paid for by the cartels. They were literally shooting people, killing people in Mexico, and she's talking about hugs, not bullets. Abrazos, no balazos. Hugs, not bullets. The cartel literally runs Mexico. Mexico is a literal narco state. But again, at what point, right? Because she says the U.S. destabilized Mexico, right? At what point does Mexico become responsible for its own problems, is my question. Never? So because somebody wronged you, you're never to be accountable or answerable to whatever choices you decide to make? I'm just asking a question. I just want to know. But I just don't understand why you guys love burning shit down and rioting in the cities and wave a flag of a country you don't want to go back to. You don't want your parents to go back to. Again, there's nothing wrong with loving your Mexican heritage and loving your Mexican culture and everything positive that comes with it. But I do think that there is something wrong when you go around burning your city and instead of waving American flags, you decide to wave the flag of the country where you don't want people to be sent to. Optically, that's just not very smart. It just doesn't sound good.
Elections, pushed policies that crushed small farmers, funded violence in Latin America that sent waves of families fleeing for safety. We say Viva Mexico because we carry love for our roots, and we hope that Mexico can thrive without foreign exploitation. We protest here because we believe that nobody deserves to be criminalized for seeking peace. Not from war, not from poverty, not from corruption.
There's nothing wrong with seeking peace. There is nothing wrong with seeking prosperity. All the American people are asking, and the law state is that if you're going to do that, do it the right way. Again, if we make the exception for Mexico, for example, then everyone else is going to want to come in. You know how many people around the world would love to come to the United States? Her logic is if you can somehow make it across the southern border or maybe the northern border, if you somehow manage to get to Canada and then cross down, if you can make it across the border into the United States, you should just be allowed to stay. There should be no repercussions, even if you did it without permission. Again, I'm all for legal immigration. But you have to come to this country and love this country. You have to come to this country and assimilate. And don't forget about your roots. I don't forget about my Dominican roots. I love where I come from. But I know who I am. And I'm American first. And yes, my family did it the right way. How long did we wait? I was born in 1991. And I didn't come to the United States until maybe 2002. And then my mother didn't come until, because she was petitioning for it at the same time, but my situation is a little different. I managed to come before my mother. My mother didn't come until 2005, I believe. My mother waited 13 years, 14 years to come the right way. Just like you, or just like millions of people seeking a better opportunity, but she did it the right way. She did it the way it's supposed to be done. Again, it's not about not coming. I'm an immigrant. I'd be a hypocrite if I said I was against immigration. What I'm against is breaking the law while entering the country. But I want to know what you guys' thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you agree with me, you disagree, or do you agree with her? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please hit that like, subscribe button, and share this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.